Deep within the misty ancient Velikaya Borovaya forest, where towering pines whispered secrets of the wild, a mother Amur tiger and her cub ambled along a deserted, leaf-strewn path. The mother, her sleek fur glowing faintly in the dim light, led with a vigilant gaze, her amber eyes piercing the shadows. Her cub, small and inquisitive, trotted closely behind, mimicking her graceful strides. The forest hummed with quiet life, rustling leaves, distant bird calls, until a low mechanical hum broke the serenity, growing louder with each passing second. The tigers froze, ears twitching as the sound of an engine bore down on them. From around a fog-shrouded bend, an old yellow car hurtled toward them, its driver oblivious to the creatures in its path. The mother tiger tensed, but the vehicle was too fast. With a deafening crash, it struck her, sending her sprawling onto the road. Her body lay still, her breath extinguished. The cub, trembling with fear, let out a piteous wail, its eyes flooding with tears as it nudged its mother's lifeless form, desperate to stir her. The driver stumbled from the car, his face ashen as he beheld the tragedy. Panic seized him, and without a word he scrambled back into his vehicle and sped off, leaving the cub alone in its grief. The tiny tiger pressed itself against its mother's side, its mournful cries echoing through the silent woods. A cold breeze swept through the trees, chilling the air, and the forest fell quiet, save for the cub's heartbroken sobs. Farther along the winding forest road, a black car glided slowly through the towering pines. Behind the wheel was Ivan Petrov, a middle-aged man from a nearby village, his face etched with quiet contemplation. Sunlight filtered through the canopy, casting dappled patterns across his weathered features. As he navigated a gentle curve, he spotted an obstruction and eased the car to a halt. Stepping out, Ivan's breath caught at the devastating sight. A majestic tiger lay motionless, blood pooling beneath her, while a small cub whimpered beside her, its fur matted with sorrow. Ivan's heart pounded and he took a cautious step back, his instincts urging retreat. Yet the cub's glistening eyes, brimming with despair, rooted him to the spot. He edged closer, confirming the worst. The mother tiger was gone, her body growing cold. The cub let out a feeble growl, its gaze pleading for solace. Ivan knelt, checking for any sign of life, but found none. He reached for his phone to call for help, only to discover no signal in the remote forest. Sighing deeply, he resolved to return home and alert the authorities. As he turned toward his car, a faint rustling stopped him. The cub was hobbling after him, its small frame quivering. It paused, then pressed its head against Ivan's leg, its cries softening into a desperate plea. Ivan stood frozen, awed by the cub's trust. He gently tried to nudge it away, but its sorrowful eyes stirred a pang in his chest. "Little one, your mother," he whispered, his hand resting on its soft, trembling fur. The cub nuzzled closer, clinging to him as if he were its only hope. After a moment's hesitation, Ivan made his choice. "Come with me, you can't stay here," he said softly, lifting the cub into his arms. He opened the car door and placed it on the passenger seat, where it curled up, its gaze fixed on its mother's body fading into the mist. Ivan glanced in the rearview mirror, his heart heavy with the weight of the scene they left behind. The car rolled away, the forest road falling silent once more. The drive to Ivan's home was hushed, the cub dozing fitfully beside him. Upon arriving, he carried it inside and set it on a woven rug by the glowing hearth. His wife, Marina, gasped at the sight of the tiny tiger in her husband's arms. "Ivan, what's this?" she asked, her voice trembling with concern. He recounted the accident, the mother's death, and the cub's heartbreaking plea. Marina's eyes softened as she gazed at the sleeping cub, its small chest rising and falling. She nodded, agreeing to care for it until help could be found. Ivan phoned the local police, reporting the incident in Velikaya Borovaya forest. The authorities promised to notify the rangers and asked the couple to await further instructions. In the meantime, Ivan and Marina tended to the cub with gentle care. Ivan fed it milk from a bottle, and the cub drank eagerly, its tiny tongue lapping like a kitten's. The village children, initially wary, soon warmed to the cub, enchanted by its playful antics. Marina crafted a soft woolen blanket to keep it warm on chilly nights. Each morning, Ivan let the cub romp in the yard with his grandchildren, their laughter mingling with the rustle of leaves. The neighbor's boy named it Tishka, a cozy name for a small creature. Tishka chased balls, tumbled down slides, and bounded after the children, its sadness easing with each joyful day. Marina chuckled as Tishka snatched Ivan's boots and darted through the house, its mischief bringing light to their home. At night, the cub curled up by the fire, nestled in Ivan's arms, sleeping soundly as he watched over it, his heart torn between love and the knowledge that this couldn't last. The house brimmed with warmth and laughter, Tishka's antics filling their days with joy. Yet Ivan braced himself for the inevitable. Each phone call made him tense, fearing the ranger's call to take Tishka away. That day came when a ranger's voice crackled through the line, requesting a meeting. The next morning, 2 rangers arrived at Ivan's door, their uniforms crisp and their manner kind. They introduced themselves as members of the Velikaya Borovaya Forest Authority and thanked the family for safeguarding the cub. Ivan led them inside where Tishka was batting at a toy ball. Spotting the strangers, the cub shrank behind Ivan's legs, its eyes wary. A female ranger knelt, extending a hand with a warm smile. Tishka hesitated, then sniffed her fingers and brushed against them. "He's at ease with people now," the ranger noted approvingly. Over steaming tea, Marina asked about Tishka's future. The rangers explained that the cub would be taken to the Borovaya Wildlife Sanctuary, where it would receive care and training to prepare for a life in the wild. Ivan nodded, his throat tight, knowing it was best for Tishka. The family and rangers drove to the sanctuary, the afternoon sun casting a golden glow over the forest's emerald canopy. At the center, Tishka stepped out, looking around with wide, uncertain eyes. Ivan knelt, wrapping his arms around the cub one last time. "Be strong, little one. Live free as a tiger should," he whispered, his voice breaking. Tishka licked his hand, then followed the ranger, glancing back briefly with a soft whimper. The family stood watching until Tishka vanished behind the sanctuary gates. Though parted, Ivan, Marina, and the children held Tishka in their hearts. The rangers sent updates, sharing photos of Tishka thriving in a semi-wild enclosure, his stripes bold against the forest green. Whenever Ivan drove through Velikaya Borovaya Forest, he paused, gazing into the misty depths with a quiet smile, certain that somewhere out there, a young tiger remembered him. Thank you for reading this heartfelt story. Please like and follow for more tales of compassion and courage.